To make some homemade treats for your dog. Ireland has a great recipe.
Hi everybody, my dog Levi loves treats. Well, at school I learned a great recipe how to make homemade dog treats. They're great, easy, and they make awesome presents.
For people who have a pet, and we know a lot of people with pets, don't we?
Well, basically everyone.
A lot of dog owners out there, and I think you have to be careful about the treats you give them. So these are guilt-free, and you probably have all the stuff right in your pantry. And the recipe works perfect every time. All right, Ireland, we've got 2 cups of whole wheat flour. I'll never forget when Ireland came home from school with the treats and the recipe, and she's like, "Mom, we got to make these." Every year at school they do a special day. What's that day called?
Mini course day.
Mini course day, and you learn all different things. What'd you do?
Well, I learned fun with chocolate. That's my favorite.
A course on what to do with different chocolate. You even went up in an airplane. Mm-hmm. It was really cool.
That was awesome.
So no math or reading that day. They just learned different stuff like how to make dog treats. So basically 2 cups of whole wheat flour and 1 cup
of cornmeal.
This is what we make our famous homemade cornbread in, which is the best. All right.
Just sometimes we use Jif.
Just sometimes.
Just a pinch of salt.
Okay. And I'm going to give you a little fork, and you can just mix that around just a little bit. I'm going to do the wet ingredients. I've got 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 3/4 of cup of beef or chicken broth. Levi likes either, but we're going to use beef broth today. I'm just going to whisk that together.
He's a beef guy, though.
He's a beefy guy. He's almost 9 years old, and
he is 9 years old.
He's really healthy. Okay, so at this point, we're going to put our dry ingredients into that. Can you start working on that?
Sure.
Very carefully. There we go. And just start mixing that up a little bit. And while you're doing that, I'm going to chop some parsley. Now, this is optional, but, you know.
The dogs have to have the special ingredients.
We'll put a little color into these dog treats. This is just fresh chopped parsley, but you can leave that out.
We usually have special meals, but let's give them some special meals.
So, yeah, jazz up these dog treats. Okay, so get in there and mix it all around. And at a certain point, you're going to use your hands. And we've got this cute cookie cutter that Ireland brought home when she learned to make these at school. It's in the shape of a dog bone. So we can just kind of get in there with your hands. We just washed our hands, so get right in there and knead it all together. Good job. Keep going. So that looks perfect. So let's get it right on top. And it's sticky and messy. But it'll be worth it.
Make sure you get every last little bit.
We can do a little more flour if we're gonna.
Make sure it doesn't stick too much.
Yeah, just kind of easier to roll out. There we go. A little much flour, but that's okay. Okay.
Ah, my hands.
That's okay. That's why they have a kitchen sink. Okay. So we're gonna roll these out now. The rolling pin. You can go wash your hands, and I'll get to work on that for a minute.
Sure.
And you can add a little flour at the end there just to make it a little less sticky. Now we've got a preheated 400-degree oven. And like Ireland said, this makes a great gift. Just a fun gift for somebody who just got a new dog or who has dogs. You know, if you're going to somebody's house for a dinner party and you're bringing them a bottle of wine, why not bring the dog some treats? So we're going to just take our little cookie cutter here, and these go right onto a cookie sheet. We sprayed ours and lined it with foil. Preheated. We'll just get them on a cookie sheet. They go on into a preheated 400-degree oven, and they bake. They're just really, really quick. They bake for about 15 minutes. Hey, Levi, come here. What do you think?
Come here, boy. Come on. Oh, I thought it was yummy. Yeah.
Now
you're a messy eater.
Make sure and let them cool about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes before you give him to your pup. But there you go. I think he likes them, Ireland. What do you think?
I think he likes them a lot.
And I think you'll like them too. We'll put the recipe on our website.